Yeah, 12.
12?
I'm absolutely in love with these soft beads. I'm so glad that Brandon is now making these for the Alaska market. You've seen us on the Coquille whacking and stacking these soft beads for steelhead. And when Brandon said he's all, you know, I think I got beads for the trout fishery up there out of Alaska, I'm like, come on, dude, let's make it happen. First cast, second cast, third cast, BnR Tackle soft beads, baby.
Oh, hey, you better be careful. That's my fly rod. I just forget, that's my 5-weight little special.
Yeah, it's special.
That Nautilus is an incredible reel.
It is a good reel.
Incredible reel.
So you want me to put my hand up there about the second eye?
Yeah.
And just lift?
Nice call. He's still winning.
He's can't do nothing with him. Got this little crappie rod. Look at that! Woo!
Tiny.
We were trout fishing, not silver fishing today.
Oh, he gone!
That was nice.
He gone!
We snapped the 6 pound. 6.
He gone!
Long gone.
He gone!
60 gone.
6 pound test. BnR Tackle, baby. Stay tuned. More Lunker Junkies TV. We'll be right back. Keep the tip up. It's on! Salmon shark! Salmon shark!
Yeah,
What do you say?
It's a real quality fish here. What a trophy, huh?
Oh, look at that.
We just got into a big bunch of fish. Jen's fighting one right now.
Whoa! Real decent. Lunker Junkies TV is brought to you by Mart. Get ready for your season for less. Procure Bait Scents and Cures. Ruthlessly effective. Yakima Bait. Home of the Rooster Tail. Max Lure. Your one stop for the best kokanee and walleye gear. Bait Buttons, because presentation matters. BnR Tackle. Inventor of the Holy Worm. The Leader Feeder. Wigglefin. SoCal Reels. Mountain House. Sconix Outdoors. Reels Clean. Tough Line with its round profile, the best braid in the industry. Northwest Sportsman Magazine, chock full of tips and tricks, and Kinware Buick GMC, where you will find the best deals in Oregon.
Just hooked a nice trout on an 8mm prototype bead up here for the trout beads. Coming in across the stream, looks like a 15, 16-inch fish maybe. My first Alaskan trout on a soft bead. Oh, it's a nice
over
fish.
20 inches, minimum 19. Nice fish.
Oh, look at that.
Super fat.
You see that bead sticking right on top of the lip.
That's the real, man.
Soft bead slipped on the line there.
Yeah, it's way up.
What a beautiful fish.
Oh, hook be gone. Did it come out or break out?
Oh, he's gone!
Slowly.
He gone. Nice.
Say goodbye. Bye, baby. Yeah. Felt like a really big fish on that 4-weight rod, though. That's kind of fun. Maybe we'll get myself entangled around my feet.
Hey guys, welcome back to Lunker Junkies TV. I'm having a killer day up here. It's Brandon, Jennifer, the amazing Fly Bob, and both his boys are as well. It's my first time meeting his sons. It's been a great day. We're really just getting started, and there's a couple different ways to indicate or fish with beads, and in some places you have to have the bead pegged or it has to free slide, one of the two. Some folks use a nail knot, some folks use a piece of a toothpick. The toothpick works really well, except it can kind of fray your line, and then it'll get stuck inside the bead, and it makes, you take it off, it's really hard to get out of the bead. So Brandon at BnR Tackle, man, this guy he's extremely innovative. Not only does he have this impressive new lineup, these are all trial beads, but with a soft bead or a hard bead, when you buy some BnR Tackle soft beads, they come with some of these bobber stops or bead stops. We're having a lot of sockeyes in the river, so the bead's bumping over the sockeyes and it's causing that bead to move down. And since it's strictly catch and release on these rainbows, the last thing you want is to have your bead down on top of your hook like that, because the fish is going to inhale that, so we don't want that. All right, so what I'm going to do here is everything your dentist tells you not to do, bite your line, but if you ever fish with me, you'll know I don't own any clippers because they all rust out from the ocean. We're fishing some pretty small hooks. All right, so slide the bead up on the line. Take a bobber stop up. He's got red and black on here. I'm going to throw a red one on. Kind of complements the bead. Stick the line through the loop that comes with the product. Pull it out. Boom. Now I've got a fixed stop that will free slide if I need it to, and it'll stop my bead from pushing down. I use this a lot on the Chetco when I'm bobber dogging. It's great on the Rogue as well for bobber dogging. Any type of indicator fishing, if you're fishing a bead, a lot of guys will tie a nail knot. Nail knot's a great knot, don't get me wrong, but I can't do it. I can do the surgeon's knot. I can do the nail knot if I have a nail knot tool. Winter steelhead fishing, it's a pain. So I've now, once Brandon showed me these, I'm all about it. So I'm gonna tie this hook back up and get Jennifer out fishing. Now with a fixed bead, keep your tip up and we'll see you out on the water.
This is a nice dolly we got here on a 6mm soft bead. This is a modeled natural red bead. I just switched from 8 to 10. First cast through. Fish on. You can hold stuff nice and photo up there.
Oh my God, that's a gorgeous fish. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh! Yeah, get in there and land him. Nice and easy. Keep him upstream. See if you can just hand him. Swing him right back around. Don't force him. Follow him. Follow him. Take your hand off the reel. Go down with him. Go down. He's going down.
Nice fish.
All right.
That ain't no crappie.
By the tail. Now grab it. That is a big fish.
I thought I had a big bow, but it turned out to be a nice coho BnR soft bead. Oh yeah.
Out of that pocket over there, clear across on the other side. I just lost another one too. I'm telling you, there's a bunch of them sitting out there. Right there. Yep. Nice. Oh, he's off. Go, baby. Come on. Go. There you go. Thanks. Can I get that? Oh, there you go. Rainbow on.
Fish on.
Jeremy. Can we get some 6-pound down here? Come on, I need a weight one, so I need one BB. There you go, rainbow on.
It's a baby.
Hey, a fish is a fish.
It's a very beautiful baby. Every parent thinks a baby's beautiful. Oh, and he's off.
4 of them are over there in the bed over there on the far side. Way over. I went on upward, I mean. Right there. Not very close there. Same pocket. Another one. That's 4 in a row.
Fish on. Look at that. That's a big one. Nice. 6mm bead. Killing it. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at him. Oh, jump, jump, jump. Oh, jeez. Oh, look at that. Is that a dolly? There's a 6mm soft bead right after I switched from an 8mm. It's one of the new modeled natural colors, one of the red series. First cast through there, 20-inch dolly. Look at that. Stuffed clear full of eggs. Nice. Hooked right on the lip. Rigged with a little bobber stop knot there with monofilament. 6mm bead. Nice little modeled natural color. Every time we put that color on, we seem to catch a fish today. Alright. Now for the release.
Yikes, that's a big fish. Oh my God, that's a big boat. Oh, you don't want to give up either. Oh! Oh, hook be gone. Oh man, he was headed for other parts of the country. Gone. That was a big bow. Do you see the size of that thing when it jumped? Oh, that was a 22, 23, maybe 24-inch bow. That was pretty sweet. First thing that you want to do when you're roll casting is make sure that float is off the water. Then you roll cast hard, and if you want to directionally cast, you can directionally cast that on a second cast and put it across the river. If you don't overpower the rod, you can directionally cast it exactly where you want to put it and put it there every time. You can hit the same spot over and over and over again.
So one thing I wanted to talk to you about real fast is the indicator fishing, which is what we've been doing here today. We're using a floating line, a weight forward floating line. We're running 3 sections of what most of us would call leader. You've got your first section at 12-pound test, the middle section at 8-pound test, and then the actual tippet at 6-pound test. An overall leader of about 8 feet. And we've got a small piece of split shot, and then a number 12 size hook, and a 6mm BnR Tackle soft bead. We're using an extremely small strike indicator. Okay. With this floating line and this indicator and the correct size rod, you should be able to get this as far over as you want. It might take you a couple casts to get it done. And my good friend Andy Dahlman taught me what's called a D-loop, and I just wanted to show you that here real fast. It's similar to the roll cast, but it's the first step to the roll cast. So those of you guys that have been thinking about maybe trying some indicator fishing, the roll cast and the D-loops, it's a necessity, along with a couple knots, such as the surgeon's knot, the Albright knot, and the nail knot. You got to learn those 3 knots and these 2 types of casting. So, the first thing I was told when I started indicator fishing was, you're not casting the bead, you're casting the line. Don't use your shoulder, use your wrist. Because we're hooking so many fish, as you will once you start bead fishing, indicator bead fishing especially, if you keep casting with your shoulder, if you row a drift boat like I do for a living, it doesn't take long to wear that shoulder out. So
there's a monster bow coming at you, Randy.
And here comes Brandon from BnR Tackle with a monster bow. So I guess we better check that out before I show you what we're doing.
Look at that. Hook right in the side of the mouth. Bead still spaced. That's the biggest one I've got today.
I guess we'll let Brandon interrupt us with this fish. Now, Brandon, isn't it true that prior to today, you had never done this before?
Nope. This is my first trip trout fishing with beads.
First trip trout fishing with beads, and how many do you think you landed today?
Probably 8 or 10.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Including, this will be the biggest.
And that is a great big bow. Gorgeous, gorgeous native bow.
6mm.
I would say the BnR Tackle soft bead's making it happen.
Nice. I just put this one on. This is the first cast of this color. It's one of the new multicolored ones. It's half red and half pearl. New colors we just put on, and that one is half red and half pearl. We call that a 50-50 bead. So one half is one color and one half is another color. It makes a little contrast of the bead. It makes it look like a dead egg instead of a live egg.
Yum, yum.
Seems to be keying in on today.
All right, so welcome back. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the little bit of casting here. So like I said, I'm going to start with the D-loop, and then I'm going to turn it into a roll cast, and then I could keep roll casting depending on the distance of the river to get it as far over, get it into the strike zone that I want. So I'm going to lift my indicator out of the water, start my cast, pull some line, bring it back towards me using my wrist, pull some line, rod tip straight up. There's the first part of my letter D. There's my roll cast. Pull out some line, lift my line up. Just like so. I want it to go a little further. There we go. Then the next important thing is to make sure you've got your min above your indicator. You don't want your fly line dragging your indicator. You want a nice natural presentation. Oh! Well, that's this week's episode of Lunker Junkies TV. Thanks very much for watching. We hope to see you out on the water. Have a great day.
Born to be fishermen. We were born to be fishermen. So come along with me on Lunker Junkies. On Lunker Junkies. We're Lunker Junkies.